My topic today for the policy critique will be Personal Data Protection Act 2012, also known as PDPA. The Personal Data Protection Act was passed by the Singapore Parliament on 15 October 2012 and extended by the President on 20th November in the same year. All parts and sections of the Act are fully commenced on 2nd July 2014. The Personal Data Protection Act provides a baseline standard of protection of personal data in Singapore. It comprises various requirements governing the collections, use, disclosure, and care of personal data in Singapore. The Act comprises of various obligations which includes Do Not Call Registry that came into force from 2nd January 2014 and the protection of personal data which started to enforce on 2nd July 2014. The objectives of the PTBA recognizes both the needs to protect individuals' personal data and the needs of organizations to collect, use, or disclose personal data for legitimate and reasonable purposes. A data protection regime is necessary to safeguard personal data from misuse and to maintain individuals' trust in organizations that manage their data. By regulating the flow of personal data among organizations, the PDPA also aims to strengthen Singapore's position as a trusted hub for businesses. The PDPA generally covers personal data stored in electronic and non-electronic formats, but it does not apply to any individual acting on a personal or domestic basis, any individual acting in his or her capacity as an employee with an organization, any public agency in relation to the collection, use, or disclosure of personal data, business contact information such as individual's name, position or title, business telephone number, business address, business email, business fax number, and similar information. PDPA is technically born because of media governance in Singapore, where there can be many forms of individuals' personal data breach over traditional or digital media. In this digital economy, governing of the media is important as any misuse or dissemination of personal data without consent can result in acts of illegal or criminal activities. For example, online banking scams and phone call scams. The Do Not Call registry in the PDPA lets every Singaporean opt out of marketing messages addressed to your Singapore telephone number, such as those which promote or advertise a goods or service, allowing you to have more control over the kind of messages you receive on your phone, mobile phone, or fax machines. This is a very good way to prevent scam calls. In order to govern the media, the Singapore government has ruled out the Personal Data Protection Act. In order to ensure every individual in Singapore can easily understand and follow the rules of the Act, the government uses government mentality. The Singapore government has established websites easily accessed by everyone regarding the rules of PDPA and to learn how to use it to safeguard their own personal data in this technological modern world. This information will allow every individual to be made aware of the importance of personal data protection. Besides, the government has also came out with a 3-day courses on PDPA under SkillsFuture Singapore. This course allows individuals to enhance their capabilities of data production knowledge and skills. Last but not least, the government has also used positive propaganda to instill the importance of the Act in every individual. Information regarding the PDPA can be found inside public places such as malls, MRT, and on buses. Singapore government also uses media literacy as an approach to educate that provides a structure for assessing, analyzing, evaluating, and creating messages in a variety of forms. Furthermore, media literacy builds an understanding of the role of media in society, as well as essential skills of inquiry and self-expression necessary for citizens. Singapore government has established Media Literacy Council on 1st August 2012. The council aims to cultivate and inspire the general public to discern consumers with the ability to evaluate content material effectively and use, create, and share content material safely and responsibly. The Media Literacy Council website seeks to address problems such as cyber safety and security, fake news, online scams, as well as personal data protections. It contains a lot of guidelines to the public to protect their personal data, and it allows the public to easily understand and deepen their knowledge in protecting their personal information. As a conclusion, the Act is targeted to individuals that providing information and business owners that receiving this information, which the Act protects the personal data of the target audiences in this globalized world. The reason is to prevent misuse and unauthorized dissemination of information leading to online scams and illegal activities, and build Singapore into a trusted business hub. In order to achieve this, Singapore government must set up a proper guidelines and strict actions taken against offender. And this is a reference list for the presentation of policy critique.